Hey everybody, and welcome back to Real Plates, Real Life. So, two oils that we love cooking with in our house are grass-fed, grass-finished tallow and a good extra virgin olive oil. But did you know that you can take these two ingredients and combine them into a luxurious hand cream with no extra preservatives? Today I'm going to show you how to do that. Stick around. It's a quick recipe. You'll be making this in your own house in no time. Okay, so the measurements for this recipe are very, very simple. You've got your grass-fed, grass-finished tallow and olive oil. The tallow, you can take any measurement you want, so we're going to measure this in a second, and then the olive oil is going to be 25% of the weight of the tallow. On the scale, we're just going to pop on the tallow, and we're showing 144 grams. So take that amount of 144, and we're going to take 25% of that for the olive oil. Okay, so at 144 grams of tallow, that's going to put us at about 36 grams of olive oil. Now, tallow, some of you may not know where to find the tallow. We actually rendered this tallow at home ourselves with grass-fed, grass-finished cow fat. I actually have seen tallow rendered down at Costco recently, so you can find this increasingly at more and more locations. I personally like to know exactly what all my ingredients have in it, so I will be doing a video on how to render down your own tallow, but if you don't know how to do that or want to get this recipe done right away, feel free to go to the store and just buy some of your own tallow. I do prefer if it's grass-fed, grass-finished. Look at the ingredients. This is going on your hands and stuff that you eat or put on your body. Why not make it good stuff? So I just filled this pot up with about an inch of water. And we're just going to turn on the heat here, bring this to a quick boil. And after that comes to a boil, I'm going to take this double boiler and put the tallow in the double boiler because you don't want the tallow exposed to direct heat. So the water's warm, the double boiler is on, and I cut my tallow up into smaller pieces so that it can more easily fit into the double boiler. So let's go ahead and put those tallow pieces in, and we're just going to go ahead and watch those melt down. At room temperature, tallow is a solid, and because of that, we need the extra oil that's a liquid at room temperature, like olive oil, to be able to give it a more stable hand cream texture. Otherwise, it wouldn't be a very good hand cream. Slow and steady wins the race. I would say that this took me around 15 minutes to let the tallow turn into a complete liquid. Okay, so now that our tallow has been melted down, we're going to add the olive oil. So remember, the amount of tallow that we had was 144 grams. So I'm going to tear out the scale and take the olive oil, and I want to get that to 36 grams. All right, 36 grams. Into a bowl, we'll pour in the mixture. Let everything cool and turn back into a soft solid. You can do this in the refrigerator or leave it out until it hardens. When it's ready, it should feel firm but also soft when pressed. All right, so the tallow and olive oil combination has become hard, not rock hard, but soft to the touch. So I'm going to go in here with a hand mixer and whip some air into this and mix everything together. Now you can use a stand mixer. I prefer the hand mixer because this is just easier to clean. If you don't have either one of those, you can also use a whisk, but it's just going to be a little bit more time and energy. So I'm going to go ahead and start going with the hand mixer. Now add your favorite essential oil if you want a scent. Today I'm using lemon. A good rule of thumb is about 1% of your total weight. For 180 grams, that's roughly 1.8 grams of essential oil, or about 35 drops. Give it one final mix with the hand mixer to incorporate the essential oils. Finally, with the spatula, bring everything together. Now we're just going to go ahead and add this to a clean jar. So that's it, a super easy hand cream, and you know everything that's inside. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe, and we'll see you next time on Real Plates, Real Life.